Today's just chatting stream session. I want to talk about Vox Machina, specifically the Legend of Vox Machina on Amazon Prime. Has just been released this Friday. Oops, almost would have covered Mr. Commander Riker here. That won't do. That won't do. And yeah, just one more thing in eigener Sache, as they say. Ich streame auch auf Deutsch. Channel link in my description. You know what to do with this thing, but don't do it because maybe do it. I don't know. Do it, don't do it. Anyway, that's the camera. I'm relatively new to this, so let's just go right in. I really much enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed it so much that how do you say, I didn't watch all the three episodes at once, which I usually do when I want to see something really bad. I binge it till it's done. But in this case, I watched the first episode and on my way to work actually, because on Friday I had like a kind of a brain fart situation. I completely forgot I actually talked to somebody about the show, and but I had some stuff to take care first, and I did that. So kind of weird how my brain is starting to finally adult up, sort of say, sort of say, so say, you know what I mean. When I watched it, I liked it. It was very emotional for me because, well, you've got as a fan, as a critter, and I've watched all three seasons. I've have holes in the first season because doing to be honest, I was doing quite badly at the time. Sometimes I fell asleep show, but still I have a very deep emotional connection to those people because they kind of also helped me out of that dark period in my time, especially the during the Corona times where lockdown, and I was still paid, but I was sent home, as many of us got. So I consider myself very lucky at the same time, but also like it was a depressing, weird time, as many of you have felt yourself and know. But watching Critical Role in that time was really helpful for me because yeah, it was a sort of a fixed point where I could always rely on somebody being there and being live, and important. Furthermore, yes. So I watched the first episode, then I had to do some work, and I started the second episode after work. I finished it in one go, of course, and then I actually didn't want to watch the third episode. Waited, watch that for the next day, just to prolong the feeling of, oh, I'm still in it. And yeah, as I said, it was very emotional, very good. I thought it. So now that I've watched all three episodes, I must say, or I have to say that I think it's something that might work for both fans and a new audience. But I think only as a fan can you truly appreciate how immensely beautiful this thing they have created is to us because of all these little, for example, Tusk Love in the magic shop. You know, that was brilliant seeing the book there. Like also like Ashley once, I think she did her President Doofus thing where she like cussed like him. I think at one point. and I quite enjoyed that. Also, at first, seeing Matt being like so humble as all these kind of side characters, though he's actually the person who devised all that world and put all those stories. Well, he did. Yeah, he thought of the mainframe, so to say, and they created this story together. That's for sure. But it was really nice to see him that humble, and then to realize that Tony Hale is in this show was such a mindfuck because I loved him in Arrested Development as Buster, the one with only one hand, with a prosthetic hand. Uh, and of course, and they pulled it off because I totally believed that guy's the dragon. He's the bad guy. Fuck him. But then I thought to myself, wait, what if? Oh yeah, David Tennant. Hmm. And actually, the moment I started thinking this, they revealed him as the villain, and that was super fast. The fight against the second fight, specifically against the blue dragon, was over so quickly. I mean, it was really cool and awesome and a really nice action fight. But for Dungeons and Dragons aficionados, it was a bit like, huh? How did they defeat a blue dragon? The barbarian smashed his head to pieces while the other ones just shot a couple of attacks at him. But, for a larger audience, for a new audience, it makes a lot of sense, I guess. I hope. Well, it's just hella cool to see. I didn't really feel about the, like, lore with the two rivers meeting and that being his weak point. That was a little, yeah, it was like a trope, a fantasy trope, that dragons have this weakness, which in Dungeons and Dragons, it's not a thing. Dragons do not have weaknesses. You just have to bring everything you have, and on top of that, bring an army or two, and catapults and scorpions and stuff, those lance shooty things. um so, and also to have a star like David Tennant, and to just get rid of him that quickly is a ballsy move, man. That is a ballsy move. And then, of course, in the third episode, Matt Mercer is introduced finally as Lord Briarwood, and sort of all that humble pie has already been swallowed up completely. He does it so well. Of course, he performs it like with his timbre and strength in his voice, but like also Taliesin. I've never realized that he is probably the fiercest voice of all those guys and gals. He has such a deep and versatile versatile versatility is something that each and every one of those people has. But Taliesin to be honest, he surprised me a little bit positively. I really liked his performance, and I really enjoyed him putting on that mask and becoming that sort of character that was enthralled by darkness and the shadow creeping up to the poor page, the coach driver, shooting his hands to bits. I remember that part. I remember from the stream. But the mask thing is that something new? I don't really remember that, to be honest. Him being possessed by something like that. And also, I really much enjoyed the prequel. Oh, that's not even. I'm not gonna spoil the campaign, for you. But I find it interesting to see the dynamics between the characters already. Like some stuff is already being hinted to, which I really like. And of course, Travis is always brilliant as Grog as ever. I mean, he didn't have a lot to shine in that role at the moment because uh, the character he's portraying right now in season three is uh, from 2014 from TLC. Which episode you mean? Hi there, by the way. Yeah, well, but a Critical Role episode or like yes, I live in Germany. I'm Munich. I'm not really familiar what TLC is. Yo, hi, nice to see you. So just talked about how I really enjoyed the show and how like the connections between the characters are already being set up and like what wanted to mention was that the character that Willingham is portraying at the moment in campaign 3 is just so amazingly good, and I've already actually kind of hoped that he would be doing something like that, so that's extra cool. But um let's see what you wrote there. El Idolo walked in asking for the boss. Okay, I'm kind of as in Germany we say ich habe ein Brett vorm Kopf. I don't remember who that Idolo is, El Idolo, to be honest. El Idolo. Hmm. Yeah, you caught me on Jesus Christ, guys. kein Vater, please. Anyway, yeah, unless you're going to ask any questions that I actually understand. I still don't understand what you. Derby. Okay, Darby. Darby is something that will probably show. I didn't notice that anyway, so I can't really talk about it. But it's interesting that you mention it. I have to check up on that. Brie Ellison Brie. Wait. I- anyway, I'm uh, either I'm really like still not awake yet. It's Sunday, 8 a.m. In case you didn't know. But nice that you're having fun. Yeah, I really like the show. Looking forward to more. It's gonna be a hell of a blast. Just I don't even know how much episodes they're going to be. Probably 10, right? I hope. I remember something about 10 episodes. Check up on IMDb. Wiki for, right? episode. Oh, 12. Okay, cool. That's nice. So anyway, something else. Yeah, I was just saying that I find it extremely ballsy that they killed off David Tennant in the second episode. That was amazing. Also, his performance was of brilliant as ever, and Keyleth works good. Yeah, Keyleth works very good. She has these Deus Ex Machina moments where she. It's also cool where she stands shell shocked like that just before Pike gets. Actually, when the fight with the Briarwood starts, and then she says Pike. That was cool, and of course, that was also very nice how Sam performed. And at the same time, they kept switching between Grog and Sam, and Scanlan and Grog, and how Scanlan just performed his arse off while Grog was getting his arse kicked, basically um by Lord Briarwood. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I also wanted to talk a little bit about the cast some more. Which characters? Wow, yeah, especially something that I thought worked especially well was Stephanie Beatrice as Lady Kima. That just felt right so far. I mean, and Felicia Day was also like really cool, but like she's probably gonna play some more little characters, and that's weird because in IMDb she's just credited as one character, but she played the captain as well, and then she got disintegrated by the big blue bad. I got his. He's dead now, so who cares? And Carrie Payton, brilliant ever as the Sovereign. Yeah, gonna be nice to see Laura Bailey being able to show more of her skill. Show progresses a little bit, and yeah, overall, I enjoyed it very much. I think that only fans can really appreciate how great it actually is, especially for us critters. Um, but it still works. But like probably, I tried getting a lot of people to watch it, and a lot of people checked it out, and I didn't receive any feedback yet, and I probably think that everybody who watches this with a fresh set of eyes just thinks this is a good show. Yes, but I probably hyped it up a little bit too much for them because it's probably nothing really gross. But I mean, it's I would understand if a person who doesn't know about Critical Role doesn't see it as groundbreaking or anything, but well, I liked it a lot, but you don't know the intricacies of the show and stuff, then I'd guess yeah, it's just a very good show, but very good at least because of all the like. It's very well crafted. The music is beautiful. The art style is impeccable in my opinion. Just pretty. Uh, the sound effects are awesome. Especially, I remember this scene specifically when the airship dropped and the ladder extended onto the ground. That was like satisfying chunk. That sounded really good. Really like that. Yeah, but that's about it. I think I don't have any more to say for now. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to answer the chat's questions better, but you have to realize I'm 42, so I'm still confused about what the word madcap actually means. Stang? I mean, boss stang? Stank is something that I would understand. The whole sentence, though. Oh, yeah, I heard Mr. El Idolo was looking for 30, 80, 80, 80 Darby's boss stang. Is no offense, but I know my critical role stuff, and that sentence just sounds a little bit like somebody's trying to troll me, maybe, or or maybe I'm just not up with current lingo or anything. But yeah, that's fine. And yeah, I'm gonna do some Red Dead Redemption 2 streams, maybe later today. Also, probably gonna play some Dark Souls Remastered with my buddy Alex, who lives in Switzerland now, which is beside the point. But yeah, we're at the moment. We just defeated Quaylark. Quaylark, I think, is her name. And I just accidentally hit Andre the blacksmith, so that fucked up. But I have my portable bonfire upgradey thing with me, so it's not that bad. Hope. I don't really know. I don't really know yet. And also, at some point, I have to finish Guardians of the Galaxy, the game, which I enjoyed story wise and dialogue wise a lot, but gameplay itself, I'm still gonna finish that. Also, maybe do some more Inscription gameplays because I enjoy that game. It's a card deck narrative, yeah, indie game. Also, we just bought, or it was free on Epic actually. Demon X Machina. Play some of that, and also like try GTFO a couple of more times. And Alex, thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna do some sports now. Gonna build up that muscle mass. I'm still too fat, but I'm getting strong. Wish me luck. Keep up the good guy with big some